What's up, DC fans? Firefist here once again, and I'm going to be talking about the top 10 characters that need and should appear in the Flash, Arrow, or Flare universe. Now, I love Flash, I love Arrow, the shows are great, they're funny as hell, and the action is really good. So let's get down right to it as who should be in this show. And the number 10 spot, definitely, without a single doubt in my mind, has to go to Bruce Wayne. Now, I want to make something very clear. I do not want Batman in the show, and even the show creators have said Batman is not going to appear. But why not Bruce Wayne? I mean, Bruce Wayne is a very, very important character in my heart. And if you look at the Flash episodes, in the very first episode, the newspaper clip from the future, you can see that Wayne Tech and Queen Industries merger complete. It's a little nice Easter egg. Now, I'm not saying I want Batfleck in the show at all. I mean, I love Batfleck, but no. Personally, I think they should go with John Hamm. John Hamm is a great actor. I'm not a fan of Mad Men, but I'm a fan of his character. And he's just an overall good character. If he could make you go from like, oh my god, he's drop dead sexy, to making this face, you know that's someone that could play a very good person. And him being Bruce Wayne is just simple. A lot of people see it, and I see it as well. I think he'd be a great character, and he could also be like a motivational point for Oliver Queen. So, why not? And the number 9 spot, without a doubt, has to go to possibly my third favorite DC character, which is Sandman. Now, I don't want to see the Neil Gaiman Sandman. That'd just be a little bit too surreal for the shows. But the Golden Age Sandman with the gas mask and the trench coat. I mean, he's just a badass-looking character. And having him in the Flash Arrow universe would be so cool. Like, you could have him like in the mist, in the shadow. And he's the founding member of the GSA, the original Justice League. So why not? Like I said before, he's a founding member of the GSA, and the gas gun is just freaking awesome. He could even be a close friend of Ted Grant, since they were both in the GSA, and he could even be someone that either taught him, or just a young protege that he takes under his wing.
There he is! I got it!
Wait a minute, I know that guy. That's Ted Grant. He's a heavyweight champion, but...
Personally, I would love to see Sean Bean play him as an older, experienced badass, but most likely they'll probably want to go for someone younger. And if they are going to go for someone younger, why not Jacob Bell? I mean, he's already had, experience with the CW playing Adam in Supernatural, and I think he could fit the bill. So, yeah. And being the Western fan that I am, especially spaghetti Westerns, number 8 definitely, without a doubt in my mind, goes to the Vigilante. Yeah, his outfit's kind of corny and everything, but he's just a straight-up badass character. I mean, him flicking guns around like a badass cowboy that he is. They could easily have him be like a vigilante from another town or another city coming in to, track one of his criminals in. And again, the vigilante is just a straight up badass, so yeah.
Gray and blue, gray and blue. The man from Gotham wore the gray and blue.
They could even have him be kind of like a rival against, they could have, against Deadshot, but now that he's dead, maybe he would just pull another role in that. And I'd love to see Justin Hartley play him. He has a great look for him, and I think he'd be freaking awesome. Plus, the inner fanboy in me just says that seeing the old Arrow and the new Arrow be in the same show will make the fanboys riot with joy. In the DCU, there's only one computer technician that matches Felicity in both sex appeal and brains, and that is Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon, or Oracle as she prefers to be called now, is an ex-crime fighter who fought the Joker and was paralyzed, unfortunately, in the Killing Joke. She could, again, serve as a mentor role for Felicity, probably showing, yeah, this is a very dangerous life and everything, but she could also be, very, very, motivating to Felicity about what she can do and how much she could actually do it, because Barbara Gordon hacks into security cameras and people's phones and even does more stuff than Felicity does. I don't really know who could play her. I kind of see I'm going to butcher her name, Lindsay Foniska. I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name. But I think she could do it. She's a good actress, and she is pretty sexy, so why not? Arrow lacks very few things, but one thing it does lack is conspiracy theories. And that's the way, and anyone who really loves DC knows I'm talking about The Question. The Question is easily my second favorite character in the DCU. He's funny, witty, and he's just a straight up badass who could connect things all the time. And he could even be someone that is always suspected of who the Arrow is, and easily could have been like, aha, I suspected, and guessed that Oliver Queen is the Arrow and got it right. They even show the relationship between him and Huntress. For those who don't know, well, this is only in the cartoons as far as I'm sure, but him and Huntress kind of have a thing going, and he kind of helps her, be less of a maniac, and she helps him kind of bring him out of his shell, which is a good thing.
So, what are you wearing?
Blue overcoat, fedora,
You really stink at this.
orange socks.
If I had to choose someone to play him, I'd pick Penn Bugley. The man has a great voice, and I could totally see him being in the Arrow universe. So, yeah, I think he's a good choice. At least, for me. And number 5, marking the halfway point, goes to another green plaid hero in Green Lantern. I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, I don't know why they haven't done it yet. The friendship and partnership between Green Lantern and Green Arrow is iconic, and has been iconic for God knows how long, even before I was born. These guys are awesome together. They look cool together, and they can even do the, junkie storyline from the classic 70s, which was a big controversy. And they kind of help, each other by filling each other's holes. That sounds incredibly sexual.
Roy, what's the matter?
Nothing. I just don't see why I need a shot.
Oh, don't tell me a tough gangbanger like yourself's afraid of a tiny little needle.
It doesn't look so tiny.
And in my mind, I see Jensen Ackles playing him. I would say Jared Padalecki, since him and Stephen Amell have a good friendship, but Jensen Ackles, he looks like Hal Jordan. Why not? And coming in at number 4, with the recent Hong Kong story, has to go through Cassandra Cain. Yes, another member of the Bat family, also known as Black Bat. She is awesome. I can definitely see her kind of, being, again, a mentor figure for Laurel, or, well, this is kind of being the mentor figure, but you know what I mean. She's a badass crime fighter who's been on by Bruce Wayne's side, and is very trusted in the Wayne family, actually. And I don't know, I could kind of see her and Laurel kind of having a good partnership, and she could even help Laurel transform into the new Black Canary, physically and mentally, especially since Cassandra Cain has so many years of experience. I honestly don't know who would play her, but I don't know. I think she'd be a fun character to play around with in the Arrow universe. At least for me. And number 3 goes to my main man in the DCU, the best cop there is, Jim motherfucking Gordon. He is awesome. He's a war veteran. He's able to butt heads with Batman. It even serves kind of as a father figure for Bruce Wayne. He's just an awesome character, and need I remind you that he is a badass. If you don't believe me, look at this.
He'll never report it. Not Flass. He'll make up some story that involves at least 10 attackers. But he'll know. And he'll stay away from Barbara.
And I'm sorry, but just seeing the banter between him and Lance would be hilarious. Oh yeah, I have a vigilante. Me too. Who could play him? I kind of want to see Liam Neeson, just because, he could kind of bring that presence to him. But if not him, because he is a pretty big actor, maybe Viggo Mortensen. He's, again, a great actor, and I definitely see him having a presence about him that just would radiate greatness. Coming in at number 2 is possibly tied for my favorite character in the DC universe. And again, this is kind of more suited for the Flash universe, because Flash universe, and that's Static Shock. Static Shock is awesome. He's funny, he's witty, and he could definitely fit into the whole meta-human pool. He's a sarcastic character, and I think he could have a lot of fun. He could easily be a good friend to, Cisco and them, and even he could kind of help Cisco turn into the hero vibe, since Cisco's is vibe. Well, in the comics at least, but I don't know. I don't think he's cool. And, he is kind of a badass. I mean, guy possesses power of electricity and is able to ride around on a flying disc. I don't know who could really play him. I could kind of see Takon Richmond. He's a good actor, but I could also see, James Smith. I mean, he already looks a lot like him, and his Will Smith is being Deadshot, so why not? Kind of have the show and the movies and everything. I think that'd be a little cool coincidence. And number one is kind of a cop out. I'm sorry, but it is, and that's Dick Grayson. I mean, we already kind of know Dick Grayson or Nightwing might make an appearance in the show. But I wouldn't mind seeing, young Dick Grayson. But if you're wondering why it's a cop-out, I'll tell you in a second. I mean, there was that whole thing of, oh yeah, this guy's trained to become Nightwing and all that. And he could easily fit into the new heroes in the whole thing. And again, Dick Grayson is a badass. The reason I kind of say that this is a cop-out answer is because I would love to see any of the Robins, really. I'd love to see Red Hood. He's just a fucking badass, and see him controy against Oliver. And hell, even have Tim Drake in there. That'd be just awesome. Again, it's kind of a cop-out, but basically any of the Robins. Any of the Robins. I think that'd be... So yeah, that's my spiel on the Flarrow universe. And, if you think any of these people should be in the show, like and comment. Or if you really want to see another hero, comment just comment. Say who you think should be in the Arrow universe. Don't say someone ridiculous like Superman, because that's never going to happen. Make it a little bit realistic, as realistic as this show can get. But, who do you guys think? What do you guys think of the video? If you liked it, like it and subscribe. If not, then you never have to watch it again. Peace.